Who are the people who should seriously be considering buying a building?
You're going to want to just do some basic research, but DSCR, debt service coverage ratio, this essentially is going to say for most banks, you're going to want like a 1.25. So every $100,000 you borrow, you need to show that you can pay, you have the ability to generate $125,000 for every 100,000 you would borrow. And there's other factors in that equation. But generally what I'll do is when we get on a discovery call, this kind of complimentary call for a gym owner, just to kind of discuss this, it's are you financially and are you bankable? Because I'm sure you could do it. Because a lot of the times your mortgage will be less than your lease. That's not enough. And everyone's like, well, hey, why doesn't the bank just see that? I've paid a rent on this building for 6 years. It's no longer that thing because it's a much bigger risk. Banks don't want to own or have to take back real estate. They don't want that. So you need to see your debt service coverage ratio is in line. So I generally say you need to have a 3-year look back for the SBA. We generally go with an SBA 504 or 7A program. They're going to want to see 3 years of books. And that's why it's important for gym owners to be smart with their financials. You know, the gym owner who runs every personal expense through the business in the early years because they're trying to reduce their tax burden. I get it. I did that too for a second. We've all played that game. But when you know you want to borrow money, you now have to be a big boy and pay taxes. When you pay high amount of taxes, guys, it means you make a lot of money. And everyone's always trying to avoid the taxes. Well, when you avoid taxes, you don't look as good on paper to a bank because you're trying to decrease you're trying to show an increase of expenses.